I will not be with you long. Do not begin to think I am yours. This is a convenient arrangement, that is all.
Just humor me. It's 2 syllables. Hell-O. I know you can do it if you put your mind to it.
Hello.
Pretty soon we'll be braiding each other's hair and talking about boys.
Long hair is a detriment. It gives your enemies a handhold in a fight. I did not come to make small talk. I need somewhere to bunk while I track down my clan's enemies. I will travel with you as long as our interests coincide. Your crew is welcome to me. I did not expect that.
What's the usual protocol for Mandalorians turning against the Empire and joining a shiftless spacer's crew?
I would call no part of that usual. It was not a coincidence I came to you on Balmorra. Your name is famous among bounty hunters for the price both Skavik and Rogan put on you. I wanted to see who was worth so many credits.
I'm a little insulted the price isn't higher. Is that why you haven't taken a shot at me?
You gave me food and bed. I would not betray you. I would not give this up for a bounty.
Sometimes I can't believe you actually got back my crown. Do you know how many spacers died looking for it? Don't take this the wrong way, but when we first met, I thought you'd end up like all the others.
I never thought you had anything less than total confidence in me.
I learned pretty fast not to underestimate you. What I'm really saying is, thanks. I wouldn't be where I am without you.
You don't have to thank me, Risha. We're not business partners anymore.
That's all the more reason to say something. Anyway, didn't mean to slow us down. I'm sure we have plenty to do. I think I figured out why we get along so well, Captain. We're both restless people. It's how we survive. Trouble loves us, and we just keep on moving. Eventually, Trouble gets tired of following and gives up.
There's always more trouble where that came from.
Exactly. Isn't it wonderful? There wasn't nearly enough trouble growing up on Dantooine. After being a crime lord's daughter, sitting around got dull real quick. I had a big library of holo recordings from my father, but I could only watch them so many times.
Never figured Nock for the sentimental type. He left you a bunch of holos dispensing his life's wisdom?
If by wisdom you mean teaching me how to become a criminal, then yes. He was a good teacher, very detail-oriented. By the time I was 14, I'd had enough. I buried Father's carbonite chamber someplace safe and hit the hyperlanes with a new identity. Those were good times. I met Juran and Adila, got mixed up with Beryl Thorne, lived a life of crime.
I'm sure Nock was proud of your accomplishments.
Actually, he was disappointed I didn't have my own criminal empire. I was having too much fun on my own. I'm starting to enjoy these chats, but I'm feeling restless. Let's go find some trouble.
Hey, don't go insulting my peace. She's got me through a lot.
I gotta ask you, Captain, why are you doing this? Before Dodonna, you've had no ties to the Republic. There's gotta be places you could make credits without taking Imperial fire. So why do we keep heading straight into the war zones?
I thought you were the one who's all rah-rah Republic.
I guess I am. I just wasn't sure about you. When I came home from the brigade with Torchy, my old man told me something that's always stuck with me. Minute you fire a weapon, someone's getting hurt. It's your responsibility to make sure the good you do with it outweighs that harm.
Your father sounds like a good man.
He was. Before Skavik took Torchy, I made sure she only fired against Separatists. Figured everyone I took down was one less family murdered. Sergeant Boom Boom, I like to use against the Empire. Buy a Republic world another day of peace. Makes pulling the trigger that much more meaningful, you know? Captain, I just got some real good news. Somebody attempted to access Vidu's old bank accounts from Tatooine.
Why are we excited? Was he trying to buy me a gift or something?
It means somebody's still alive. Vidu's crew was like a family to me. First one after mine were killed. I didn't think any of them survived Skavik and Serena. I don't know what they'd be doing on Tatooine.
I'm guessing you see a trip to Tatooine in our future.
That'd be a real favor, Captain. The only one with access to the accounts was our slicer. Twi'lek kid. Called himself Jettison. Good guy. Makes me wonder what got him so desperate he tried to take a loan from a dead man's accounts. We should go as soon as we can.
Where'd the attempt come from? Anchorhead?
From what I can tell, the access attempt came from some village, way off the beaten path. No name or anything. Really makes me wonder what he's doing out there.
Welcome home, Master. I hope you find your vessel a model of efficiency, convenience.
Do you have a minute? We're looking for a stranger in your village.
A Twi'lek kid called Jettison. I got a call from him, place from here.
No strangers here. They don't like them, if you're smart. Don't be one.
What's wrong? What's going on behind that shield?
Busy. Busy time. It's feast day, you know. Taste just like Bantha.
What are you scared of? Does it have something to do with where everyone is?
Where everyone is. What everyone is. I'm a stranger here too. They kidnapped me to be their doctor. They collar me at nights. There's something wrong with this place.
Yeah, we figured that part out. Care to enlighten us what?
The people. They're crazy. They worship the desert. Burn sacrifices to her. And I treated them, dozens of them, for the laughing sickness. There's only one way to get that. Eating human flesh.
Set 2 more fires. These strangers will be fresh meat tonight.
Wow. When she said you were nuts, I was thinking run-of-the-mill cultists. But cannibals take the prize.
You mock us. You have no idea what it takes to survive in the desert. Her gifts are few. It is blasphemy to waste any flesh she provides.
Are you seriously trying to justify this?
Kill them! Save the organs!
Corso? Is that you? How did you... I didn't think I would ever... Oh, I heard they took in strangers who were new to the planet. And they locked me up and... Were they gonna eat me?
You're a gift of flesh from the desert. They were meant to eat you.
Oh, I think I'm gonna... Oh.
Don't tease him, Captain. You're okay, Jed. But how did you end up here? I thought Serena got everyone.
I had the set cameras wired to my comm. I saw it all go down. Started running and I didn't stop until I hit Tatooine. I was trying to start over. After what Serena did, I've been too scared to go in anyone's systems. It was kind of a game for me, working for Vidu. It never really hit home to me that we were committing crimes. That people could die.
You work for a man like Vidu. You're not in it for the retirement package.
I never thought about it. The HoloNet just always came easy to me, you know? And now everyone I know is dead. And I'm in this forsaken wasteland, and... Corso, is there anything...
Don't worry, Jet. We'll take care of you. Won't we, Captain?
If you want to do right by the kid, who am I to argue?
Go to Anchorhead. Should be some people there who owe me and the Captain a good turn. I'll try to set you up with some legit work. I think you've had enough of the wild side.
I'll say. Thank you, Corso. I can't think of anyone from the old crew I'd rather have find me. There's no one more loyal than Corso, Captain. You're lucky to have him.
You think about it at all? That craziness back on Tatooine? What makes a person desperate enough to start seeing his fellow men as... meat?
People go crazy. End of story.
I guess. But what a story, huh? You think anyone will believe it? Anyway, I heard from Jettison. He's recovering. He went back to Ord. He's looking for a job handling HoloNet security for the governor. Glad to know he's okay, you know? One thing to point at and say, we did some good here.
Are you forgetting the hundreds of other people we've saved?
Sure. There's always something more going on. Money or politics or something. When I was growing up, you know, good was good and bad was bad. Now, it's all these shades of gray, and even those aren't always true.
Welcome, my friend. I appreciate you coming all this way. Oh, do forgive me for not shaking hands. My hospitality exceeds my reach. Before we begin, I'll ask that you keep an open mind to what you're about to hear. The source of my information is, unconventional.
You should see the sources I usually rely on. They redefine disreputable.
Despite its unusual nature, my source is of the highest integrity. You are not a Jedi, but you can still experience the Force's mysteries with my help. Concentrate with me. Focus your mind. Feel the Force around us. Hear its echoes. Yes, the Force is with us. She is here, a Jedi without physical form. Her body is long dead, but her wisdom, her essence, lives on.
What I really need are the winners of the next major swoop circuit. She have those?
Put aside worldly concerns. Open your heart as well as your mind. Jedi who persist beyond death have suffered greatly.
The darkness will consume all it touches. Stars will burn black, ashes raining on lifeless worlds. Everything ends. The prisoner holds the darkness at bay, lost inside it for 300 years. His strength will fail. Then he will become the darkness.
This prisoner has been fighting the Empire for centuries? How is he still alive?
The bond weakens, my friend. I'll take things from here. She's told me many things, revealed the existence of an Imperial prison in the constantly shifting Maelstrom Nebula, and a way to get there. The only way to navigate the Maelstrom is using a Gree computer hidden at an Imperial fortress. We need that computer to free the Jedi prisoner.
What's a Gree, and how are its computers so special?
Gree are an ancient civilization rarely seen anymore. How the Empire obtained their technology is a mystery. The fortress we're invading is on the planet Taral 5, enemy territory protected by Imperial warships. Too many to fight. But we have a captured Imperial shuttle that can sneak past the sentries. It's waiting for you in the hangar.
No offense, but I'd feel a lot more comfortable invading Imperial space in my own starship.
You wouldn't make it past the first Imperial cruiser. This is the only way. Our fleet will hide at the system's edge, so I can monitor your mission and guide you. If something goes wrong, we'll come running. Now go to the shuttle, my friend, and may the Force be with you.
Captain. Healed.
Successfully infiltrated Taral 5. The Imperials think you're just another shuttle bringing supplies. I'm transmitting coordinates to an Imperial security outpost. Take control there and contact me from the fortress's network. We'll handle the rest. There's an Imperial patrol up ahead. Discourage them from warning the outpost. To the security outpost. I'll stop chattering so you can focus on taking control and accessing their network. Outstanding. You've given us access to the Empire's communications. Are you there, my friend?
I'm here. What do you need?
Our data slicers are quietly shutting down the Empire security grid. The enemy's in for an unpleasant surprise. The time for subtlety is almost over. Make your way carefully to the fortress, but once you arrive, strike quickly and hard.
How fast will those ships in orbit respond once they hear what's happening at the fortress?
The sentry ships aren't prepared for a ground invasion. They shouldn't be a factor. I'm sending coordinates to the fortress. The Gree computer is amazingly compact. You'll have no trouble carrying it out. I'll keep quiet from here on, unless it's an emergency. Okay, out.
You, on my doorstep. Fortune has always favored me. I've followed your growing infamy since our last meeting. You've made a name for yourself among the galaxy's mongrels. Congratulations, I suppose. Sadly, your victories end here. My fleet is about to bombard your position from orbit.
I've survived worse. Seeing your face, for starters.
Schoolyard insults. I expected better from the Republic's so-called finest. It's been a pleasure catching up, but You won't escape this time.
Zoltek, do you read me? I monitored that transmission. My fleet is moving to intercept the bombardment. I'll do my best to keep the Grand Moff busy, but you need to hurry. Find that green computer and get out of there.
Republic butchers, you've invaded a sovereign imperial world, slaughtered dozens of innocents to what? Steal our research? This facility is on a mission of peace. We're charting the Maelstrom Nebula for the good of all.
Spare me your lies. The Empire has a prison inside the Maelstrom Nebula. A Jedi Master is held captive there.
I have nothing to do with that, and the Empire has every right to imprison anyone who threatens its security. When the rest of the galaxy hears of this unprovoked assault, the Republic's evil will finally be exposed. I don't know who you are, but I know what you serve. A campaign to eradicate the Empire.
Save your accusations. Greed technology isn't easy to come by. Where did the Empire find it?
Darth Malgus obtained the computer during an expedition to the Outer Rim. I don't know more than that, and I don't care. You're condemning hundreds of civilian science vessels exploring the Maelstrom Nebula. Electromagnetic radiation alters the safe navigation routes every moment. Without precise and timely coordinates from the Gree computer, thousands of good people, innocent scientists, will be trapped there forever.
The Republic doesn't leave civilians to die. Transmit fresh coordinates to your science vessels and order them home. Then, the computer's ours.
But our research, all that dangerous exploration will have been for nothing without a complete map. Transmitting the coordinates now. The computer is yours. I hope it breaks the first time you use it.
Come in, repeat, come in. My fleet's taking heavy losses and the fortress defenses are crumbling. There's no more time. Take the computer to the fortress shuttle bay. You can fly out in one of their ships. We'll rendezvous in Republic space. Now, go! Cut your escape awfully close. Grand Moff Gilran destroyed the fortress just moments after you left. We suffered heavy losses at Taral 5. The Dantooine, the Sirocco, more starfighters than I care to count. But there's no time to mourn the dead. We must strike the Empire's prison before the enemy bolsters its defense.
Down on Taral 5, your Jedi friend sent warnings. She didn't appear, but it was definitely her voice.
You aren't a Force user. That's extraordinary and wonderful. Heed her advice. My technicians have plugged the Gree computer into the Telos' hyperdrive. We're already calculating a safe route to Maelstrom Prison. When we arrive, I need my best people leading the raid. You're the Jedi prisoner's only hope of escaping alive.
It would be helpful to know who I'm rescuing.
I asked my source the same thing. She said revealing too much would jeopardize his rescue. You'll know everything before I do. This mission will cost more lives before it's done, but it's a necessary sacrifice. The Jedi prisoner can end this war, save countless worlds. We'll be jumping to hyperspace soon. Head for the shuttle bays. Be ready to launch on my signal. May the Force be with you. the enemy on a calf prick. Prison defenses might as well be made of flimsiplast. Find the security control center. Deactivate the internal safeguards. The computer system will reveal the Jedi prisoner's location. Our fleet will move in and provide any support you need. Good luck.
Your persistence is impressive. Most of my foes have the decency to die quickly. Yes, I arrived before you. Bided my time in the nebula. Otek spread his forces too thin. It will cost him his life. And yours. Darth Malgus will be most pleased.
We should meet in person. I can make both sides of your face match.
Yes. This ought to be personal, shouldn't it? I'll see the light in your eyes extinguished. Scurry about our prison. After I destroy your fleet, I'll find you.
This is Otek. We've sliced the enemy's comm frequency. Kilran's got us pinched between his fleet and the prison's autocannons. The Jedi prisoner must be freed, even if it means losing the fleet. As long as we're between you and Kilran, you're protected.
If you stay here, you'll die. Fall back. Kilran can't stop this rescue.
We'll make a tactical retreat, draw off enemy warships, divide their forces. I'll keep the comm channel open. Good luck.
Where? What's happened? I can feel... No. No! What have you done? There's nothing to restrain him now.
You were the one being restrained.
My struggle held the Emperor in check. How did you find me?
Your strength fails. You must be free, or all is lost.
You should be one with the Force. Finally at peace.
No peace while you suffer. The Emperor drowns you in black waters.
He wants me to be Darth Revan again. Serve him as I did centuries ago.
The holorecords say you brought the Republic to its knees as a Sith, and saved it as a Jedi. They also say you're dead.
I am dead, and reborn over and over. Jedi, Sith. Many lifetimes, I led my allies to the galaxy's edge to destroy the Emperor. We didn't understand his true power. I lost everyone, betrayed from within. The Emperor imprisoned me, kept me alive with Sith alchemy, used me.
What use were you to him locked up in here?
I've known both sides of the Force, light and dark. To him, I was a conduit. The Emperor used me as his link to the light side of the Force, the Jedi Order. Through me, he saw visions. But that same link also gave me influence. I convinced the Emperor peace was in his best interest. Tempered his hate.
The peace is lost. The Emperor makes his final war. Stop him. Flee this place while you can. Use the enemy's vessels.
Thank you, old friend. I will finish what we started.
So many lost for my freedom. I met Master Oteg. He left to inform Republic High Command of the casualties. They're devastating. Your skill with a blaster is impressive. You should enlist in the Republic military, where it can do more good.
A uniform won't make me a better shot. Besides, I'm not so good at following orders.
Neither am I. Probably why I like you. My link to the Emperor is broken, but I learned a lot as his prisoner. Centuries of knowledge. I'll share everything with the Jedi Council. Then, I'll end this blasted war and the Sith Empire forever.
What's your plan for making that happen?
There's one secret the Emperor never pried from me. A place called the Foundry. In the wrong hands, it can exterminate civilizations. In my hands, it will save the galaxy. You should return to the fight for as long as it lasts.
We were never properly introduced in all the excitement. What should I call you?
Revan. It isn't my real name, never was. But it will do.
Your shuttle to Tython is fueled and ready, my friend. It's time.
Goodbye. I won't forget what you did today.
Neither will I. You not only saved him, but you helped spare the fleet additional losses.
Tell all your friends about me.
The crews know who saved them. You'll never have to buy yourself a drink on any ship in this fleet. Thanks to you, we've taken a great step toward final victory over the Empire. May the Force be with you.
Who is this?
Captain Isaac here. Die, you scum! Republic privateer. Hey, Doc! We're on the same side. Get that hangar sealed! Too many! Still trapped outside! Then cut them off, it's them or us! Sorry, Captain. We're under heavy fire. The Void Wolf. Without an immediate assist, we're gonna be red smears on the sidewalk.
I don't risk my life for strangers. But I find credits are a great way to make friends.
Get us out of here intact and my whole fleet's yours, however long you need it. All right, the hangar's sealed. That should buy us a few hours. Get the injured to the back. Med packs are running low, so head and torso shots first. We're underground now, but the Void Wolf's got patrols all over Quesh. It's only a matter of time before they smoke us out.
Give me some idea of what I'm walking into.
I've been running adrenals and combat mods from Quesh to Republic freedom fighters in the Outer Rim. The Void Wolf took offense. He's got some kind of turbo laser barrage. Took down 2 ships, 1 shot each. I haven't gotten a launch off since. The whole planet's under an Imperial invasion. Come soon. I don't think we can hold out long.
Welcome to Quesh. Not much trade opportunity at the moment. You here for the war?
Wasta mi cha kulkadu maji tahus hagwa upa. Chiza kava kyotopa bubanda bakawanki.
Will I know when it's wearing off?
Tupa tula musta. Oi grani tampio do me doki. Nira de saslimo, crispa doe kankin, kunke gupa.
We're not going to defeat the Empire with chit-chat.
Well, you're cleared to travel the planet's surface. Just say the word.
I'm ready to have a look at this poison planet.
Speak to General Corvan when you land. He'll brief you on the current situation. Good luck.
Welcome. Republic Command informed me that your ship was in the sector. I'd hoped you might be joining us. I'm General Corvan, at your service. This is Major Trigg, my right hand.
General, don't change the subject. If we don't strike now, the Empire will drive us completely off the planet.
You know we cannot be drawn into attacking the enemy, Major. The mines and factories would be left undefended.
It's a risk we must take. Surely you agree with me. We can't let the Empire simply advance to our doorstep.
I won't get suckered into an argument. You settle this yourselves.
I will not leave our civilian workers undefended in order to press an attack. And that is final, Major.
General, I'm getting a distress call from the worker camps. Putting it through now, sir.
Is anyone there? General Corbin, you have to help us! Imperial sappers have blown open the venom pipelines! There's venom flooding everywhere, poisoning my men! We can't get past the Imperials to seal the pipes!
Do what you can to get your people out. Help is on the way. Corvan out.
How far away is that camp? Are there troops stationed in the area?
The camp isn't far, but most of our men are stationed at the mines. I'd like you to hold your forces at the mines in case this is simply a tactic to draw us out. If you're willing to help us, please, go to the camp, drive back the Imperials, and seal the pipeline.
Don't those workers need medical attention?
They will. Take these healing adrenals. They'll counteract the venom. Speak to the foreman once the site is secure. And good luck.
My men owe you their lives. We won't forget this. Thanks to you, we can get our operation running again.
What will you do if they attack the pipeline again?
We'll build turrets near the pipeline. If the Empire tries anything else, they'll regret it. Hang on, a call's coming in from General Corvan.
I was hoping I'd reach you. Is the pipeline secure?
Don't worry, General. I took care of everything.
It seems your reputation is well-deserved. The Empire is responding to their defeat here by making a frontal assault on our mining operation. In so doing, they're using forces from their base defenses. This gives us an attack opportunity.
You've got a brilliant plan, right?
We may never get another chance like this. It's dangerous, but we must strike the Empire while we can. Going after the Imperial base may cost our miners their lives, but gain us a strategic victory.
Can't sacrifice our mine for a chance at vengeance.
Thank you. Those men have served the Republic well. They deserve protection.
Once you're finished, report to the Three Families War Camp. It's time you meet our allies. Corvan out.
She's here. The captain made it. Ready the ships, men. We may have a chance after all. Get us out of here, and everything you see is yours for the taking.
You've had more time to work on this than I have. What's our best strategy?
Well, look who the rat ghoul dragged in.
Do you two know each other?
Without the captain's help, I'd be in a terrorist prison cell right now. A bit of a surprise, given the company you keep.
It wasn't our lives on the line that time. I never apologized for saving myself.
Well, I'm glad to be privy to the grand reunion, but we got more urgent concerns. The Void Wolf's been using a powerful planetary sensor station to tag any ships leaving Quesh's surface. Then his fleet homes in, and boom. The only way off is to destroy the station's sensor processors.
I find I'm much better at destroying things than preserving them.
I'll give you the details, but this is definitely the place for shoot first, ask questions later. Just come back quickly when it's done. I don't want to be here when the Void Wolf retaliates.
station is working as planned, Grand Admiral. Not a single ship has gotten past us since the sensors went fully operational.
Not a single ship, huh? So it's just the things right under your nose that you're blind to?
Sir? I assure you, everything is under control. I have my best men guarding...
Had? What are you doing here? I thought you were on the leash of that shrew senator.
You've been following my career?
It's hardly anything worth following. A minor underworld celebrity now running errands at the Republic's beck and call. I am the Void Wolf. I earned that name. And don't imagine that discovering the stolen fortune of some wheezing old gangster with his own daughter's aid prepares you to take me on.
I'm not afraid of anybody.
Then you haven't met anyone worth fearing. Go home, Captain. You don't want to see what a slave collar makes women do. Play the good dog and heel when your masters tell you. You're not ready to run with the wolves.
I will bring her to you, sir, dead or in chains. Anything you want. I will not fail you.
I secured our mine. The Empire will think twice before striking our workers again.
Fantastic. We mustn't lose the trap of Quesh venom to the Empire. Wouldn't you agree, Major?
Of course. Granted, the Imperial base won't likely be vulnerable again, but at least we have the miners on our side.
Kuchuso yomati. Chitoya nampki noya. Joska paguta palko. Chopting wampa.
When our own attempts to process the Quesh venom failed, we were forced to find outside assistance. Be careful what you say to Broga. He's a very dangerous hunt.
I get along fine with Hutts. As long as there's half a galaxy between us.
Gadwachine Oiga, Anulio Okba Kisa Spina Perupa.
No one has told me what the purpose of this meeting is.
Huegi Matako, Nangise.
An army of Hutt cartel droids are advancing on our factories. The three families are technically working with us without the permission of the Hutt cartel. The Empire has forced the cartel to label them traitors.
I may have a plan, General. If you can draw the attention of the droids at the factory, my men can flank their army.
What will I be facing in the factory?
Reports suggest the Hutt cartel is using every last battle droid they brought to Quesh.
I'll leave this in your hands, then. Stop the droids. Protect any workers left inside the factory. Then report back here. Good luck.
I'd better get the troops marching.
Putula musta, Wobrani Tampio, Dupushi Wampa. Koptulia Doboto Tuanawankish Nemo, Poya Tukatanga.
Nice work in the factory. My men are routing the rest of the droid army as we speak.
Chiliska Tananga Ime Chaicho, Ronchika.
General Corvan and Major Trig would probably be very interested in these. Don't you agree, Broga?
What's this?
Sayantumbi no Avatikuna. Chido Nigdendoki.
Of course you did. Good of you to join us. General?
We are ready to strike at the heart of the Imperial Army and regain control of this war. Our target is Imperial Moff Drayson, commander of Imperial operations on Quesh.
You've got a brilliant plan, right?
Moff Drayson is holed up in a heavily fortified palace. Your strike team must get inside. get to Drayson and bring him back, preferably alive.
Keeping this man around is just daring the Empire to free him.
We'd prefer to question him. He's privy to nearly all the Empire's plans for the Outer Rim.
Our scouts only found one route in.
If you know anything else about this area, now's the time.
I doubt my commandos can make it through the front doors alive, but they will go down trying.
I have a better chance at making it through the doors than your men.
That's very noble of you. Thank you. If all goes well, rendezvous with the second strike team once you're in. I'll be here with enough men to defend Broga, in case the Empire decides to retaliate.
I will meet you here when the mission is complete. Good luck. The entire Republic is hoping for your success.
I've sent my first ship out undetected. Looks like you really took their system down.
I learned on Terrace. Always assume she can do anything she promises.
I guess I owe you then, Captain. What can we do for you, once we've delivered these medicines to Skastel, that is?
Let's have the payment first. Then you go where you like.
You don't like to be tied down, do you, Captain? Not even by favors owed.
Then I'll make the transfer right now, and count myself lucky for the loss. You've been straight up with me, Captain. I'll be sure to add that to the stories floating around about you. Good day, Captain.
It was good to work with you again, Captain. Best of luck.
I can't believe you survived that gauntlet. Are you made of Dora steel? There's bound to be trouble up ahead.
I'll take point. Let's go find Moff Drayson.
You heard the order, men. Move out.
Welcome. I would offer you some of these excellent adrenals, but my warriors have used the last of them.
Surrender, Moff Drayson. I'll see to it that you aren't harmed.
I hope you realize what an honor you have been given today. You will play a pivotal role in galactic history. Your deaths will be the final outrage that forces the Republic's hand. And now I think it is time to conclude this. Do you think you've won? The Republic's hold on Quesh is at an end. I wouldn't expect a common thug to understand, so I'll use small words. You have wasted your time. You never had the strength or the courage to strike the Empire down, and you never will.
Captain, restrain this man and escort him to the Republic base.
Gladly. You should go on ahead. General Corvan will meet you at the war camp to hear your report in person.
Jonki Fakota, Jihopoda, Jiotovo Kise.
My word. I expected trouble when I lost contact with Broga and Major Trig, but I never imagined this.
Ono nachatu, nitutu boga.
Greetings, General.
Lord Magnus, I suppose it was only a matter of time before the Sith became involved in this war.
And what have we here? A grubby little space rat? Corvan, I had no idea you kept pets. Is this really the best you could find, Corvan? You have my deepest condolences.
Get to the point.
It is with great sorrow that I must inform you of the defection of your valued servant and war hero, Major Trig. You are standing in the midst of his handiwork. He killed his own soldiers to deliver Broga to me. The hut is with me, in your former venom mine. Another gift from Major Trig.
I'm sure you aren't giving us this information for our benefit.
I am issuing an invitation. Would you like these things back? Come to the mine and take them. My door is always open.
This is my fault. I should have seen it coming.
We need a plan to strike back.
As it stands, Quesh is lost. There's little time to regain control before Republic Command orders us off the planet. We must stop Lord Magnus. And if the Major's turned against us, bring him to justice.
I mean, calling us to gloat and inviting us to stop him? That's practically villain textbook.
It's almost certainly a trap. We haven't much choice but to walk into it. All our hopes rest on you now. Find Lord Magnus and Major Trig. Put a stop to this. Save Broga if you can. I'll return to base to await your report. Good luck.
Let me.
You have a reprieve for the moment, Hut. We have visitors. Major, come and greet our guests.
How could you turn on the Republic? What did the Empire promise you?
The Republic is sick. Indecisive half-wits like Corvin make general while men of action get passed by. Despite all my talent and years of service, I'd have died a major in the Republic. The Empire will give me a fleet.
The Empire isn't exactly a shining example of equality. They'll never give real power to a Zabrak.
It's true. You were exceedingly foolish to believe anything I promised you.
What?
That raw Quesh venom will make you quite powerful before it kills you. Destroy our guest there, and I'll give you the antidote. Let's finish this.
Time left. I shouldn't have trusted them. Please, forgive me.
You'll face a court-martial, you know.
Thank you. I don't know what to say.
Chiliska tananga ime chaijo ronchika. Mi bonawa tuipe te bokpagwa wadawanga.
Does the Empire know how to process Quesh venom now?
Koptulia doboto tuanawankis lemo. Poya tukatanga. Kadwa chile poiga. Anulio okba kisa spina perupa.
Thank you again for everything.
Chiliska tananga ime chaijo ronchika.
I received word from Broga. You kept our operation safe and eliminated the Empire's masterminds. I've sent a squad to take Major Trieg into custody. He will answer for what he's done. The Republic Army owes you a debt of gratitude.
Could have been a lot worse.
I am more grateful than I can express. It will take time to find and stamp out the remaining Imperial forces. As long as we remain here, you will be honored and welcomed.
I envy you, Captain. You'll always be free to do as you please. That all changes for me, once I'm a queen.
Dubrillion is getting along fine without you. Do what makes you happy.
Ruling a planet has its perks. I should at least give it a try. I've studied records about the Drayan dynasty. They started from humble beginnings, distinguished themselves as war heroes, officially anyway. In reality, they backstabbed their way to power just like every other ruler. Some were better at it than others.
Why didn't Nock make his own play for the throne? He was king of the backstab.
He knew recovering the crown was essential to establishing legitimate rule. It's not enough to conquer a world, you have to hold it too. Father had his failings, but he inspired loyalty. Whenever he defeated a rival gangster, he always freed the enemy slaves. He gave them a choice: join him or take their chances elsewhere. No recriminations for anyone who left. The rest became family.
Interesting way to recruit new talent. How many slaves actually signed on?
Those people had a lot of anger issues. Most were excited to have a job that let them express it. There was this one little Twi'lek girl who joined us. Best thief I ever met. Got into all sorts of trouble together. We were like sisters, but when Father's organization collapsed, we got separated. I never found out what happened to her.
Never too late to find her. If she's as good a thief as you say, she might come in handy.
That was a long time ago. Sometimes it's better to leave the past alone. You're really bringing out my chatty side today. That usually means I need to get some exercise. Let's find something more exciting to do than stand around. I'm reviewing the holovids of Dubrillion. Beautiful planet. Amazing oceans and forests. One of these days I'll have to see it in person.
Why wait? Give me the coordinates. I'll have us there by dinner time.
Throttle down, Captain. Don't you think I'd have visited by now if I could? Father warned me to stay away from that planet before he went into hibernation. The spaceport has genetic scanners keyed to the Drayan bloodline. The King's doing everything in his power to keep me away. I'm not taking over without inside help. Until then, I have the holovids.
You are not what I expected, Captain. I've seen you in battle. I know you can fight. But I've been killing Jedi and Republic troopers since my childhood, and you are nothing like them.
You mean a coward with no discipline and no greater loyalty than myself?
My father would have thought so. He would have seen no honor in fighting a woman who uses words and tricks to turn a battle. But I have seen your victories. I believe you are a worthy foe.
Was I just complimented or insulted?
It was meant as praise. A warrior can only challenge herself against enemies of honor and courage. There is no honor in attacking those beneath you. A worthy foe is a gift. In defeating them, we hone ourselves to the best we can be and bring honor to the name Mandalorian. Or so I was taught.
Last I checked, most slaves don't get to pick their owners. How did you end up with Druga? Any Trandoshan who comes after your people gets the business end of my blaster. Definitely. No question about it.
You ever think about getting away from all this, Captain? The war, the huts, all of it? Horde's at peace now. It'd be a simpler life.
If that's what you really wanted, you'd stop moaning and just do it.
Yeah, that's a good point, Captain. After everything we've done, guess I'm just feeling like hiding my head in the sand. BD always had something to say about that. Gets you shot in the end. Better to face it head on.
Well, Captain, I think Senator Dodonna is starting to see the payoff on her investment. I hear the Nebula prototypes were well received, and the loss is causing a bit of a dust-up among the Imperials down in Balmora.
Those weapons were made by the people of Balmora. The Republic should give them enough to defend themselves.
I'll make sure Senator Dodonna is aware of your opinion, but Balmora is hardly the only target in this war. I believe the Senator is hoping you'll brave Hoth next. It's a frozen wasteland somewhere in the Outer Rim. I don't know the full situation, something about a pirate superweapon, but I'm sure Senator Dodonna will brief you when you arrive. Pack warmly.